Morning, lovely. I got a channeled message. You might have done a decent amount of kowtowing in your life. This is because you needed to learn how to surrender and put your ego aside in order to do good work through God. You have been humbled so many more times than the average person. And that's because you needed to offer up your ego to the divine in order to fully step into this role as leader and still lead conviction and from the heart. This energy today is really, really powerful. I wasn't even intending on creating this video today, but I got the message all of a sudden, and it felt like the energy shifted massively in a very positive direction. So if this message is for you, if what I just said resonated for you on a soul level, if you had a reaction to it, that's because I'm hearing lionhearted. You are lionhearted. You have this incredible capacity to love unconditionally. And even in the face of hate and anger from another side, you still have the ability to show up with courage and with your heart on your sleeve. Hey, buddy. Hey, cat. Come on in. Yeah. And people are going to respond to this, just like my little buddy here, whose name is Lion. He's got a lion heart, doesn't he? They're going to respond to you based on this. And some people, it's going to have the opposite effect than you would think. It's going to trigger some people into defending themselves, even if you're not questioning them. And that's because it's hard to keep focused with this guy, and he's so cute. Hold on one second. Buddy, I love you, but I can't focus right now, okay? Okay. All right, he's here. It's fine. It's part of the message. Essentially, there are going to be people that are triggered by your light, by your ability to just let go and surrender, by your willingness to, be humble. They're going to take it as a personal, affront is what I'm hearing, to their own character. Because by simply existing, you put everything in your character, or I'm sorry, hold on. Just by existing, you put them in a questioning situation with their own character. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. And it's really, really, really hard for them to look at you and not feel triggered. And that's part of your path. I've talked about it a lot, and I've talked about it in a lot of my channel messages. I love you, sweetie, but I really can't focus right now. Yeah, the kowtowing is a major part of it. So the most important message for today is that your spirits don't want you to take on this feeling of being oppressed, of being rejected. They don't want you to take this on with you into the future. This isn't part of the story now. It was part of the story to get you to, like I said in that channel message, surrender your ego, to find peace with your circumstances, to, just be present with whatever's happening, even if it's really uncomfortable. It's showing you and everyone else a version of you that you didn't know existed. And not only is it helping others heal and grow, but it is triggering people. And so regardless of which one you're in front of, just know that this is part of the process. You are a divine tool, I'm hearing, used for healing and calibrating others. I just saw like a tuning fork. Your reverberation is powerful. And it's important for you to recognize that when you have a lot of dense energy surrounding you, oftentimes projections from other people, That's because you are meant to transmute that energy into something positive, something useful. Courage, wisdom, art, music, movement, expression, you know, just service. You're supposed to turn it into something, alchemize it, weave it. I just saw a vision of, there's this, a fairy tale from back in the day. Oh my goodness, I wish I could remember the name. Is it Rumpelstiltskin? I don't even know what that's about, but that's what's coming to my mind. There's something about a loom and gold thread and weaving, and somebody might know what I'm talking about, but the point is, it's kind of like you have the ability to create something out of nothing, and you had to cultivate that through your own challenging experiences. Yeah, I'm seeing more fairy tales like Cinderella on the ground, scrubbing the floor. There are just a lot of humbling moments that you've been through. And your spirit guides want you to know that you didn't go through any of that alone. And it wasn't to punish you. It's because you were being fine-tuned like an instrument, is what I'm hearing. I see somebody tuning pegs to get you to the right frequency. And it involved a lot of external influence that might have felt very damaging to you. But it wasn't actually damaging. It didn't damage you. It only helped you grow. It only helped you become the best version of you. And that's the version of you that you are facing right now. And there might feel like a lot of adversity. And that's just because you are being challenged again to fully step through this new portal into this version of you. The version of you that might very well become a celebrity, you know, that might very well become the most successful person in your family, or whatever the thread that God is showing you, whatever that's telling you. You're each on your own individual journey, but the people in my collective have felt squashed their entire life, so they could find themselves in a powerful way that nobody will understand around you. And there's a lot of Cinderella imagery coming up right now. Kowtowing, being a servant to others, being seen as weaker. But look what happened to Cinderella. You know, a fairy godmother showed up and made all her dreams come true. And somebody discovered her for her heart, you know, for her soul. Because that's really what made her special, was just how genuine and authentic and generous and loving and kind and compassionate she was. And that's essentially what Spirit has brought out in you through putting you through all these hard lessons. But there is a season of abundance opening up, just like with Cinderella. It's going to look different, that's for damn sure, but it's going to surprise you and everyone around you. All of this kowtowing is, I just saw the roles reversing. You know, here's a Wayne's World reference for the "we're not worthy." It's just an example of how this doesn't have to be a subservient thing. It could be something out of just sheer respect that people have for you. They just find you fascinating because of how different your story is, because of how strong you've had to be to get where you are. Spirit wants to commend you for the strength and courage that's taken you to get this far and not give up on yourself, on your dreams, but most of all on your heart and your good, loving nature. And no matter how much of an ugly mirror people showed you, you never turned around and showed that back to them. You always found some kindness in your heart. You always found compassion. You always found grace and humility. And that's because of all the kowtowing that you've done in your life. You're not the kind of person to take power into greedy hands, and you don't even know what to do with power because the universe has given you the opposite this whole time. Now you're learning how to deal with power. What is it that you carry that makes you special, and how to go out and wield that responsibly, respectfully. That's your job in this life. And it's a very, very different job from 99.9% of the people around you. And that's why you're probably very lonely and isolated, much like Cinderella. But that's not going to be for long, especially if you keep focused on the path. Don't lose focus. Don't lose heart. Keep praying. Keep asking for help. If you're stuck, don't go here. Ask for help. Pray. Meditate. You're guided. You're special. You're beautiful. And I love you. And I'll see you next time.